Hey everyone, we've got just a few more days left in January. Can you believe it, how quickly this month has flown by? So if you're like me, you set some goals in January, just January 1st. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I want my 2018 to, this is the start that I want it to get off to. How many of you have actually done some of the things that you have had planned to do? I know many people are in the same boat. February 1st rolls around and they look back at their January and they get frustrated and impatient with either their lack of growth or frustrated with their no growth. And a lot of those frustrations deal around productivity. I know many times that I have goals in January that 2018 I'm going to be so organized. I am going to be on top of my game. Well, I want to talk to you guys today about three very simple tips that I have for productivity. And I would love if you've got some things that are working in your life. I'm a sponge for learning new things, trying new things. So if something's working for you, as far as productivity goes, please comment. Leave a comment below and let me know what it is because it might work for me. So let me tell you about three things that I've discovered that have helped me considerably for productivity. So the first one is simply time blocking. If you have never time blocked your calendar, I would suggest that you start. Time blocking is super easy and it's super effective. So what is time blocking? Time blocking is simply taking your calendar. Now I use a calendar that is divided into hours of the day. You can get some calendars that are just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you scrunch many things into that little square. Or you can buy a calendar that's got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on, but on Monday it is divided into time. And within those time, they're divided into 15-minute increments. Now that works so good for me. So what I do is I literally write everything that I'm going to do that day on my calendar in the 15-minute slots. Some take an hour, some take 15 minutes, some take 2 hours, but I am writing them down. Now, some of my to-do list might be very inconsequential, taking the dogs to the groomer, dropping a kid off at the doctor, whatever, or some might be very important, coffee date, training with my team, an enrollment, whatever. Some might be very important, some might be so-so, but I'm productive when I get everything down. So what I do the night before I'm to wake up the next day and start my day, I have time blocked my calendar into every little thing that I'm doing. And I'm going to show you an example in just a minute. So I do it the night before, but here's the other thing. I also do it the Sunday before when I already know on Sunday that on Monday I have a coffee date with somebody. On Tuesday I get my hair cut. On Wednesday I have to enroll somebody. On Thursday I've got this. I'm going to mark those things down on my calendar on Sunday. But the night before is when I'm going to add in all those extras. So here is an example of a page that I just took out of my calendar, and I literally have color coded. You don't have to color code it, but I have literally marked out my day so that I am much more productive. I don't know about you, but I loved checking things off. I love seeing when I've accomplished things instead of just sort of being helter-skelter. I don't know what I did today. So if you're looking for a great tip on productivity, time blocking is very effective. Now, number two on a productivity tip that I have found that works for me is I determine to do the most important thing the first thing in the morning. I just determine that I'm going to do it because here's what will happen if I don't. I will procrastinate. Who does that? Yes, I think we all do. But what I'll do is I might check my email. I might get on social media. I might put a load of laundry in the dryer or the washer. I might even think that my office needs to be rearranged and cleaned up a little bit. It's those things that we are maybe fearful of doing, or it's the unknown. We're not sure what the outcome is. It's just going to take a little bit more work. We're not sure if it's going to be received well. We're just not sure. Those are the things that we put off. But 9 times out of the 10, those are the income producing things that we need to be doing first. I did a coaching call with someone today, and she wanted to know, I need help with prioritizing. I need help prioritizing my day. So what I told her is, you need to start with the most important first. You need to start with the ones that are going to give you a paycheck if that's what you're after, and do the income producing things first, and then do those little sort of feel good things later. So tip number 2, do the hard things first. Tackle the most important thing on your day. I know for me, that's writing a book, getting a book started, and blogging. I keep putting it off because it's unknown, but I've determined, I've said no more. I'm gonna do the hard things right away in the morning. And the last thing, number 3 on my productivity tip, would be to really multitask appropriately. To think before I multitask. Now, there's one time that I do like to multitask, and I'll let you know about that in just a second, but I multitask appropriately. I've decided that, first of all, as women, I think we sometimes wear the multitask crown on our head, or we wear it like a badge of honor, and we think it's really, really awesome that we know how to juggle and we multitask. However, the older that I've gotten, I've realized that relationships so outweigh multitasking any day. So I've decided to multitask less and be present more. That means if somebody comes into my office, a kid or somebody who's come to my front door, I stop what I'm doing and I give them my attention. Because what I'm doing is not more important than that relationship. So when I'm on the phone with a client or a potential client, I am not rearranging the books on my desk or unloading the dishwasher or whatever. I'm present. So tip number 3, to multitask less and be present more. Now, here's the exception to that rule. I love podcasts. Podcasts to me are wonderful fillers when I am driving, when I'm working out at the gym, when I'm walking outside. I'm a student of myself. I'm always trying to better myself, and personal growth is very important to me. So I opt for podcasts that are all about teaching me about myself and refining myself. So that's the time when I sort of give myself permission to multitask. So I hope you got something out of these 3 tips on being productive. Time block, do the most important thing first, tackle the most important thing first, and multitask less and be present more. If you got any value out of this video and you know somebody that would love to hear it, that you think would, share it. I love to pay things forward, and I have actually been fed into so many times that I'm just sort of doing my own paying it forward. If you liked what you heard, you can visit my website where I have many other videos and blogs that are similar to this, lynnschrader.com. I would love for you to hop over there and see what that's about. So that's it. Have a great Monday night. Be productive by time blocking, doing the most important things first, and multitask only at certain times. Have a great night, guys.